Hello, teachers, and yes, I'm back again. Well, as we look forward to this coming Sunday, our story takes us to John chapter 12. And in John chapter 12, we find Jesus at the house of Mary and Martha and Lazarus. And the disciples are also there, so it was a big party. A lot of people have gathered at their house in Bethany, which is just a little ways right outside of Jerusalem. And as they were all gathered together for that party, Mary at one point got up and got some expensive perfume and poured it all over Jesus' feet. And then she took her hair and then she wiped his feet with her hair. And as we take a look at that story, the Bible says that the whole house was filled with the fragrance from that perfume. Judas, he didn't think that was a real good idea. Judas said, hey, look, we could have taken that expensive perfume and we could have sold it and given the money to the poor. And Jesus says, hey, wait a second. You're always going to have the poor with you, but you're not always going to have me. And of course, Jesus was referring to the time that he'd be taken back up into heaven after his resurrection. So um, Judas, just didn't quite get it. But also, if you study Judas, you realize that he was the treasurer for the disciples group, and during that whole time that he was the treasurer, he was taking some money out for himself. So Judas's heart wasn't really in the right place when he was saying, "Hey, we could have sold that perfume and given the money to the poor." But as I was thinking about that, I was thinking about Mary pouring that perfume out on Jesus' feet and the fragrance filling up the whole room. I was thinking, you know what? You do that every week as a teacher. Every week you pour out your heart to the students. You pour out your desire to have these children understand the Bible and understand the lesson that you're trying to teach. You pour out your heart and passion so the students learn the Bible and also learn how to have a relationship with God. So I know that as you each week pour out your hearts, that is a very sweet fragrance to God. So I want to thank you for doing that. I want to thank you for pouring out your heart each week and giving yourself to these students so they understand the Bible and learn how to have a deeper relationship with Him. And I know at times it's kind of frustrating. At times it's like, am I getting through at all? Are these students actually learning anything? But as I thought back through my years of going to Sunday school, there's really not a whole lot of lessons that stick out in my mind. But I tell you what does stick out in my mind. It's the individual teachers. It's the individual teachers that had a passion, that had a desire, that when they came to their class each week, they did pour out their heart. And I had a chance to see that. So it wasn't so much what they taught that impacted me, but it was who they were as an individual. So I just want to encourage you that as you prepare and study, and as you come on Sunday, and as you pour out your heart, as you uh, pour out your passion for these students, that they learn, understand the Bible, that you are making a difference. And I know that that is a very sweet fragrance to God. So thank you. Thank you for the time and effort that you put into preparing and that you put into teaching, because it definitely is a sweet fragrance to God.